Man, I've been running all these numbers, you know. I mean, Earl died on day 128. And then Earl's girlfriend, who they already had a baby my senior year. Remember, I was best man in Tracy McGrady's wedding, the NBA Hall of Famer's dad. His cousin was shot and killed on day 128. And then he ended up marrying his cousin's girlfriend. And I was best man in that wedding. Now, they are 128 days apart. He was born August 10th, which, by the way, when we look at his number, 8 times 10 times 1961, 156.88. And a long time ago on this channel, we showed y'all that the 156th prime number is 9/11. So he's got the 88 right there for Trump. It's like 9/11 Trump. And it's on this Taco Tuesday, it's 128 days out. 128 again. 128 days out from the abomination of desolation. It's day 347. And that Florida Georgia score last year was 34-7. And then when we showed you this in a video just the other day, 2 days ago or whatever. And then Mississippi State played Texas Tech. So it was State versus Tech, which was, that's what the whole Dr. Pepper thing's about. State versus Tech. And their score was 34-7. It's day 347 on this Taco Tuesday. We are running out of time for 2022. So every day counts because it's text to Trump, 88022, 88, the year of Donnie Darko. There's 18 days left in the year, which is 6 plus 6 plus 6, of course. I am just, I'm moving it to first place. So we had them ranked. Did we not? Oh, man. Well, Taco Tuesday is the day that I read the 666 Bible verse in my study. It actually ends at verse 17 on the column, but I've got it scribbled out, to carry over to just the one more verse so I can, complete chapter 13 and start fresh with 14 the next day. But by rule, I stay within these 4 columns on both studies. As you can see, Revelation and Daniel studies always on the right. I alternate back and forth, and right now I'm in 2 Corinthians. And sure enough, I'll be reading the 666 Bible verse. Yowza! Yeah. And here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding. So yeah, that's pretty remarkable. Taco Tuesday. Now, I live in the district I've shown y'all before where Lake Wales Highlanders and Trump's the Highlander. Red Devils and Blue Devils are 2 other teams in my county. Kathleen Red Devils, Winter Haven Blue Devils. Lake Wales Highlanders. Lake Region Thunder for Thor, which would be the day he rises. And my zip code is 33881. Absolutely. And Legoland for the Lego movie Taco Tuesday. is in my town. Their zip is 33884. We have 3 zip codes in this town: 33880, 33881, mine, and 33884. Got 33 and 88 right where I live. I mean, Legoland is a 10-minute drive, depending on traffic, 15-minute drive. The Lego movie, Taco Tuesday. Donnie Darko, the group Till Tuesday played. Oh man. Yeah, I'm not even we're gonna go all in with this one. Nothing special on the grid. I mean, it's Elon Musk's birthday, Christopher Nolan, who did Dark Knight Prestige, birthday, Heath Ledger, death, Trump posing with the Bible, Elvis's birthday, Skyfall, United Kingdom, Challenger, the number 23 movie, Ken Miles' death, and Christian Bale did play him in Ford versus Ferrari. What's the reason? Why would Christian Bale go and play just some guy that drove a race car? Well, that's the day Ken Miles died. Well, it's not the day. It's the progression, the 37th progression of it. An annular solar in 98 and JFK assassination. And if you include both dates, which they do with their stuff, it also gives us Saturday Night Fever album release date. Spin City, Back to the Future 4, Judgment Day. Avengers Endgame. Duh. Demaryius Thomas death, Robert Trump death, The Highlander release date, The Killing Moon. Trump came out to The Undertaker, Florence, South Carolina. King Kong Trade Center, Backwards Cypher, X Cross America. Like it. Rising on Thursday, Thor Day. Tremendous. Perfect. Escape from New York, Loose Change, October 2nd of this past year. The 2015 Blood Moon Total Lunar. The 1988 Total Solar. Some type of Trump implosion casino. Maggie Gyllenhaal's birthday. Trump Taj Mahal 10/10/2016. 2001 A Space Odyssey, Uptown Theater. Liz Christ Trump. Her death on 6/6/66. Lucifer premiere on Fox. Total Lunar this past year. November 8th. And the movie 7 release date, which is perfect because you're opening the book of Revelation on the 15th. And what was 12/15 besides being the date? There was something that took place in that year. Hang on. It was the Magna Carta, right? The Magna Carta. Sounds like MAGA, doesn't it? Yep, created 12/15. MAGA without the N. Ugh. Magna Charta, also called the Royal Charter. Yeah, and he would go down on 12/13, and 12 times 13 is 156, and 9/11 is the 156th prime number. It's 128 days away from the abomination of desolation. Let's get back to the grid, finish this up. Him opening the book of Revelation, if you include both dates, these things are also there. Release date of 2001: A Space Odyssey, 222 in length. Day of the Dead movie remake. 88 Lights tribute on 3/11/2002. Brokeback Mountain, again, Joker having sex with Donnie Darko. Metropolis, release date, which is all about the abomination of desolation. It's a 1927 silent movie. Beyonce and all of them have mimicked her. I can't even get into that, but just, I guess we can. Illuminati symbolism in the movie Metropolis. There used to be a website. It was this one, Vigilant Citizen. And Beyonce's dressed up like her. And it's about mind controlling the masses and making them work. And the Moloch's in there. And there's the guy doing his work, and they all work for the big city. And there's the scientist that's created her, the image that speaks. And her name is Maria, Mary, preaching to the workers. There's the mad scientist whose hair is just like Doc. That's what Doc is mimicked after this scientist. I'm sorry, the other guy wasn't the scientist. He was the man that ran the city. He was the businessman. There's the Doc. And you should see the upside down pin. So there's the image that speaks. It's probably too small, but just I will put this website and see Beyonce. There she is on the left in the movie, and Beyonce is dressed up like her. And Beyonce mimicking a 1927 science fiction silent movie. Why? Because it's that big. And here's other mimics, people mimicking the Metropolis lady. She does that in the movie. The one eye closed, one eye symbolism. Here she is. This is basically your abomination of desolation, playing the great harlot of Babylon. So, yeah. So why exactly did I bring this up? Oh, because it was in the grid. Metropolis release date. Yeah. I wonder if YouTube's got something on it I could put in the description for you. Occult symbolism, Metropolis. So there was a trippier book version of Metropolis. What's the difference? 1927 Metropolis, how cinema changed the way we see the future. So they're paying homage to it, of course. The Machine Whore of Babylon, Metropolis, Criteria, Catholic Culture podcast. So I think we'll get the most out of the ones where they pay homage to it. Just to show you the symbolism. But you're talking a 1927 silent movie. There's the big city. There's Moloch where they work. See the big mouth and the eyeballs and the nose of Moloch.
Still so relevant.
And there's the worker. This is all he had to do on the job. They're all working in these factories. They controlled them like slaves. how are they putting all this out in 1927? Because everything's been the plan. The Ghost in the Machine has been writing the script. You're like, has a computer been around that long? Yeah. Computer's been around way longer than they've told you a computer's been around. They told you a computer's been around when it was time to start releasing it to the public. This is his son. The businessman had a son who actually wanted to work with the workers. He didn't like what his dad was doing. There's your scientist. That's what Doc, if you notice Doc in Back to the Future, his hair is that hair. He is mimicking that man. There's an upside down pentagram, y'all. You cannot see the whole thing, but that is an upside down pentagram in a 1927 silent movie, one of the most popular movies of its time, one of the most popular movies of all time. Beyonce and them are still paying homage to it. And there's your image that speaks straight out of the book of Revelation in a 1927 silent movie. The worker, again. I'll put this down in the description for y'all to watch. The workers. The workers dying on the job, workers. The elite. There's the workers. They're all mind controlled. They just go to work. And of course, there's your machine, your Ghost in the Machine. It's all about the machine. Alabama, the machine. Now they're taking you to 2001: A Space Odyssey, if I'm not mistaken.
Many of the images from Star Wars, from the characters.
Oh, Star Wars. Now, see, this is Doc again, I'm telling you, from Back to the Future.
Props.
That's who he's mimicking. Doc is mimicking that scientist, that character. That's how deep this movie is. Back to the Future is based off of it. There's Doc again.
Is from Metropolis would also reappear throughout cinema.
Ooh, he's saying that his character has reappeared. Is he going to show us Doc?
The mad inventor Rotwang served as the inspiration for James Whale's
the Frankenstein.
Henry Frankenstein in the 1931 Universal movie.
What about Doc and Back to the Future? Are you going to, did you pick up on that? Are you going to release that? There she is. There's Mary, risen. And all the men love her.
Symbolism, including a fight on top of a church, it helped influence the dark tone of fantasy.
Of course, they're going to give their reasons what Metropolis was about. But I'll just tell you, it was straight up giving you the end times. Ain't no doubt about that. And the image that speaks. It is a fascinating movie to watch.
Ruling class live in a clean, bright city.
So there was a good woman in the movie that was trying to bring cheer and help the people. And they mimicked her through the machine. And the machine took on the image of her. And she faked everybody by thinking going back to the masses that loved her, that it was her, but it wasn't. It was actually the machine
it's also
mimicking
a
her.
future of hope, of amazing technology.
And see if they show you the very ending where they're all fawning over her at the very end. No, but it's fascinating. The end of Metropolis. That's the ending scene. That's after they got rid of her. 10 things you didn't know about Metropolis. Metropolis analysis. Maria's transformation. So Maria transforms from the lady. They put the brain of the machine into the lady. Hang on, this is my son. All right, got to see my son real quick. That was cool. So so there's the machine. It's going to transfer her mind into the machine. So you're getting that whole image that speaks. That will be Satan in that technology or in that computer. Now, keep in mind, it's a silent movie. You had your music. There was no speaking in this movie. There's Doc from Back to the Future. That's who Doc is mimicking. It is the same hair. Unfortunately, there it goes. I can lower it. You can see it now. So, and I've shown, I think I've got pictures of all that. If I'm not, hang on, let me see if I can find them for you. You see the machine over the shoulder in 1927. That's why Beyonce and all them are mimicking this, because, but you see that's Doc from Back to the Future. And here's Doc from Back to the Future. I made sure I had a profile of each so you can see the hair pulled back. That's who he was mimicking. So that's how big this movie is, Metropolis. And it is a direct hit if you include both dates when the book of Revelation is open. And they include both dates 50% of the time. That's why we look at it both ways. And a partial lunar, 1979. So we'd be off and running, Taco Tuesday style. We will be off and running. He goes down on Tuesday. On Taco Tuesday. Death of Heath Ledger Day. Christopher Nolan birthday. Trump posing with Bible. All 37-day progressions, because 37 is the 12th number. 12 is number for the church, but more importantly, because 37 is what goes into 666, 888, 777, 999. All of them, 222, 333, 444. Why? Because it goes into 111, and 111 obviously goes into the rest of them. 111 goes into 222, 333, 444. So fascinating. Very exciting to think we might be that close once again. I was afraid might not be this year. And again, this is speculation. Obviously could be extremely wrong once again, but I just I get excited to have something like this to focus on that close. What else? If you run the numbers for Trump that day, 163464 times the 13th day, of the 12th month, you do get a 38 for the murder code. I look at all the numbers though for all kind of reasons. And you get the 1776 with him in the right in the middle of it, which is double 888. But more to the point, it's Eve coding. Eve is in the number 7 and 11, and 7 times 11 is 77, and Adam in Charles Concordance is 76. But there's your 156 again. The 156 prime number is 911. So Trump times all the numbers of that day, or the date, I should say. Now it is day 347, so let's run Trump's number by that. It's funny, 346 is in his number. Okay, and let's times it by the 12 and the 13, which is 156. And there's 18 days left in the year. So this is all the numbers for the day times Trump. And you do get your 322 right at the beginning. So there's 18 days left in the year. It's day 347. It's the year 2022. And 12 times 13 is 12th month, 13th day. So I multiplied them all together times Trump's number. And you get the 322. If you remove Trump from it, all the numbers for the day, you have the 88 in the middle, or the 188, which is something I've been, but anyway, just the 88. It's right smack in the middle of it. Well, it's not directly in the middle, but yep. I don't know, man. Trump times just those date, just, times 347 times 2022 times 18 times Trump is that, and Trump times 347. Already did that one. Yeah. Very fascinating. Stepdaughter who's got 138, 88, and 86 all in her numbers. How old will she be that day? $9,035. Trump is 163464, and the numbers 646363 are right there. It's weird. Should be 9035. I times it by the God. But I always told y'all 9035 times her number. Got 911 right in it. There you go. It came to a single digit, so I times it by God. And the 911 popped up along with the 11/7, the rising day. So again, she's 3 times 19 times 1998. The 98th verse is White Horse. Whoops, I need to zero it out. She is 3 times 19 times 1998. She's got 138, which is Donald Trump in Gematria. She's got 88, which is Trump in Gematria, and the 86ing of him. All in her number. She's born at 808. And her full name, our former contributor, we ran the Gematria. He couldn't believe it. It comes to the 148, or Donald J. Trump. So her first name, last name, and middle initial comes to the same Gematria in the simple Gematria form of Donald J. Trump, first name, last name, and middle initial of him. So she's definitely somebody we've tracked numerically. She is 9035 days old on that day. 9.035 times her number, 113886. That's her mom's birthday, 1028. But it's a single digit followed by a 0, so I always times that by God. G7, O15, D4, God. And it came to, and it does come to 911. and 11, Revelation 11:7, the rising from the pit. 36, the triangular number of 666. All of that's just sitting right there. It is Taco Tuesday. Or Till Tuesday from Donnie Darko, which is perfect with the days because Wednesday is Dead Souls Day, named after the god of the dead souls. So he would be theoretically in the ground and then rise on the third day, Thor Day. Sledgehammer, Thor. And we would be living in the book of Revelation in real time. And we would be living in it until the Lord puts an end, not returns, but when the Lord puts an end to the abomination of, the Lord would put an end to the great tribulation. I think 2 days later. Because you have no idea how quickly they kill sheep. No idea how quickly that's done. Sheep aren't miles away from any goats that will suddenly have superpowers as soon as they worship the image. That's why Jesus told them, don't even go back into your house to get any garments. Flee, run, head for the hills. So let's look at that date because I think we've got some 322 imagery in that. Don't you? So if we go to 12, 13, 2022, what are you looking at? You're looking at 121 Antichrist, 322. Because they don't do zeros, do they? No, they don't do zeros. So you're looking at 121 Antichrist on the date, followed with a 322, and then 222 for Eve coding. Pretty fascinating that you have all of that fused together. Is that the reason why we've always written our dates backwards? So it would be a fit. Yeah, you just don't get the same luster writing it the way all the other countries do. So was ours not for a reason? Sure would be if that's when he's going down, which that's my new date. I guarantee it all chips in. And it lines up with the dates. The only thing it doesn't line up with is him rising through a moon on the third day. So I don't know if that's a different type of symbology when he comes spinning up through that full moon. Because is that just goddess related? Because it's the moon goddess? and has nothing to do with an actual full moon. The next full moon is the wolf full moon. But it's tough to be pigeonholed just 2 days before a full moon or 42 days before a full moon for ascending. Jesus ascended 40 days after rising, a total of 42 days after his death. He rose on a third day, then ascended 40 days later into heaven. And it says the beast ascendeth out of the bottomless pit. So I've always played with two different ways to look at it, just to be fair to us, to be looking at all angles. So that's a big day, Taco Tuesday. Big day. Big day. Mm-mm-mm. The day the book would be open, I have 4 personal items. Four personal items on the day the book of Revelation would be open. And one of them is Ronnie Spears' birthday, born 9/11/1963, and was at the funeral sitting next to me of the man born on 11/17. We've talked about that many times. Wow, that's a perfect progression. My second wife's birthday comes to it also, and she is, don't forget, 10 times 28 times, whoops, she wasn't born in 2022. 10 times 28 times 1973. 55244 times her by this year, 11/17. And her birthday would be on the rising day, or the book of Revelation being opened. And that anomaly there, I can't even get into explaining that. It's just something, but it's just fascinating. Wow. So from the book of Revelation being open to the abomination of desolation would be 126 days. But the Lord putting it into it, I think, would be 128 days total, where we would be living in the misery of the 4 horses and then the abomination of desolation. The offing day is too much to get into, but you see the number of the person, 82, 614, which is Trump's birthday. The event between she and I occurred February 18th, 2006. She's got that 614 in her number. It'd just be fascinating if he goes down on Taco Tuesday with the way it all lines up. Wow. All right, anyway. That's pretty much it, man. All right, love y'all. Good stuff. Taco Tuesday.